What's up, guys? Just want to bring you a video of a new mod I got in the mail today. This is a Bogger box mod. This is a custom wood mod from boggerboxmods.com. They have a couple different versions. I chose for the standard 18650 version. I'll get to that in a minute. But they do offer a bottom feeder version. There'll be like a little cut here where there's a bottle to squeeze. They also offer like a mini version in both the bottom feeder and non-bottom feeder. And they also offer a VV model. So I have to say I'm extremely impressed with this thing so far. The finish, as you can see here, is awesome. I mean, this has a ton of lacquer on it. I mean, it just looks awesome. So I'm pretty happy with it. They have a couple different options. One is you can choose between stainless steel metal button, or you can choose a black plastic project button. I went for the stainless steel. And if you can see here, this has a real small plastic ring around the connection. Basically, you can get a full-size drip cup, which is like about 3 times the size of this, so it sticks up quite a bit. And it's a nice little drip well for drippers, or they offer that in their bottom feeder version. I chose to go with this shorty version because I like to use tanks. So the reason I chose this mod, they've been around for quite a while. The reason I chose the Bogger box is I have a few kicks, and I really enjoy the kick, but the problem I've come up with is that they need a really good ground in order to work properly, and the kick can be pretty finicky. So in some of my mods, like the Silver Bullet and the Pure Smoker Legacy, I've had problems where I get that stutter vape that you get when, I'm sure if you own a kick, you've experienced the stutter vape. And not when the battery's dead, but just like a little bit of a random stutter vape, and it's kind of annoying. It was the worst in my Legacy. But so what I did with this here is, and this door, I mean, you can see the seams here a little bit, but it isn't coming off. It's on pretty tight. It does have a few earth magnets, 2 earth magnets. So what I have here is, I have a kick in here. It's upside down because the spring is actually on the top on this mod, so the negative's up here. But I don't have the best lighting, but if you see, this is a wire right here. So the kick has that little spring that when you put it in a tube mod, that connects to the side of the tube and makes the ground connection. So with those tube mods, it can be a little finicky. I found this out first with my Mantis, that if you wire a wire from the spring or the negative to that spring on the kick, it works flawless. You don't get a stutter vape until the complete end when the battery is dead, which when you're using the kick and the battery dies, at the end of its life, if it gets below a certain voltage, the kick will stutter vape. It's kind of like a so that means the battery's dead. But in the tube mods, it happens at all sorts of times. Sometimes even in the tube mods, you got to unscrew the tube mod and remake the connection to reset the kick. It's kind of finicky. So I found out that by wiring them, it's flawless from beginning to end. There is no issues. So I did it with my Mantis, loved it enough, so I went out there and I was looking for some other type of 18650 mod that I could use, that I could wire the kick into, and this was one of the best options I could find. I wanted to go with the custom wood, and so I do recommend anybody with either a Mantis or any type of 18650 box mod that you can run a wire to the kick. You're gonna love it even more. All those kick haters out there, this is what you got to do, and it works flawless. I've blown a few kicks in my day using them in tube mods, but this seems to work the best. So yeah, this does take an 18650. This here is an 18490 with a kick. So my actual thinking was possibly a local friend of mine here who's working with some modding. We're going to see if there's enough room to put a DNA chip in here. That would be pretty sweet. So, yep, this is the Bogger. I enjoy it a lot. So far, I've only had it, a few hours here. I do have one small gripe. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's, a hole cut in the wood for the button, okay? And it's a slight bit larger than the button itself. But the button, I don't know how, I mean, this is just being picky. The button is a little off-center to the hole cut for the button, if that makes any sense. If you can see that, it's real tight up here, and then there's like, a quarter inch or, an eighth of an inch or so on this side. But when you look at it like this, you can't even tell. So let me give it a vape for you. Vape's awesome. So yeah, I do recommend this to anybody looking for a custom wood mod. They offer like 20 or 30 different types of wood choices. This one is the inlay and the caps are gaboon ebony, so they're pretty much black. And the sides here are tiger maple. It's pretty cool because the tiger stripes kind of move with the light. Pretty cool. So yeah, there it is, the Bogger box mod. I recommend it. Get yourself a kick, wire it in, and you're all set. It's like having the poor man's J-Box. There you go. BoggerBoxMods.com. Take it easy, guys.